Fala galera, beleza? Começando mais uma gameplay aqui de Red Dead Redemption. Olha lá no W. Quem que ativa, cara? A viagem rápida. Eu ainda não sei. Mas que nós vamos fazer uma boa viagem, não vai. Vamos lá ver o que o carinha quer, né? Talvez eu corte, talvez não. Vamos ver. Eu cheguei aqui, gente. Peguei essa carroça aqui.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
Fuck. God damn it. Good heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
St. Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Hurry, sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
The closest doctor is in Armadillo.
Salvar o almoço aqui, velho.
What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh, good God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
Excuse
How
me?
many outlaws can a man encounter in one
Ele tá
day?
perdendo vida?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, friend.
The Ballard twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are.
Word sure travels fast around here.
I'm a man with many connections. Spare my life, I beg of you. I'll reward you well.
I'm trying to save your life, you old fool.
Ai, 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 ai.
You're annoying me and maybe I'll
Nossa,
change
já
my mind.
acontece assim, né?
You're back. I'm done for. Come on. You're killing me. Get back on the damn road. How many of these hoodlums are there?
Meu Deus, estão atirando em mim também. Ai.
Here's that Armadillo! Come on, hurry! Make sure you stay on the road.
Leave the driving to me. Let's go as easy as I can.
I knew they wouldn't follow us into the martial territory. Yep, I embrace you.
For Christ's sakes, man, you're gonna be fine.
Take
We're nearly
me
there.
into your arms.
This is it. You're gonna make it.
Tá maluco, já começa
Where the
assim.
devil are we?
Armadillo, we made it safe, you'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus! But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
Nós vamos ter que voltar lá na... O nome dela? Esse aqui eu vou... Certeza eu vou... Vou cortar. Vou voltar nela aqui, ó. Na Bonnie. Pra fazer a missão, bora lá. Ah, meu cavalo tá ali? Cavalo. Nosso cavalo.
Let's go! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Go! Come on! Yeah!
Pegamos... Só vou dar uma amanhecida aqui pra fazer a missão de manhã. E é melhor, né? What?
That's a nice healthy stride you have, sir. A beautiful wife is no guarantee of full-nailed post.
Maluco, jogo. Obrigado. This is Armadillo.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarlane. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. I just want to ride Armadillo. Is that too much to ask? Take the driver's seat. Come on.
Ah, tem que ir lá do outro lado.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
This is all my daddy's gold. I'll be rid of the
Ah, o doutor foi ele que salvou ontem. Recente.
How would Armadillo get by without
Oh,
me?
não. Que... Acho que é o Free, né?
Did you find any new stories? You have any night fevers, come back and see me. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Be well.
General Medicine, Consumable Items. Ah, tá, os consumíveis. Tá, beleza. You get. Tá bom. Acho que ele tá falando como ele fica machucado, a tela fica vermelha, essas paradas assim. Aí você usa o remedinho.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
If you want to live, se você quer ver na armadilha, desde Ghost Load. Honor. Que isso?
No way to treat a woman.
I suppose not all men are bad. I
What
won't
have we
forget
got
what you
here?
did here.
Don't mention it, miss.
Maluco, irmão. É ali em cima, hein? Porque, tipo, ele comprar a casa. Mas acho que não vai poder comprar, porque... Tá sem grana. Ou não, ou acho que ele já tem a casa ali, né? Deixa eu ver aqui se é um tipo de sala save.
I paid for new horseshoes, but got old ones.
Ah,
I'm a fake case of the worm.
aqui eu posso descer. Nice. Tá, eu tenho que voltar lá na... A Bonnie? É Bonnie o nome dela? Tem que voltar lá nela de novo, lá. Bonnie. Bora lá, bora lá. McFarlane. Cadê meu cavalo? Meu cavalo não é isso. Cavalo?
I hope you got some iodine handy. Come on.
Come on. Let's go. Yeah.
Woman and Carol. Carol.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Monte no seu cavalo.
All right, let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Whoa there! Get behind the herd! That should start them moving in the right direction. Assuming they aren't put off by your smell.
Come on.
Easy now.
Ah, tem que guiar as Nossa.
Stay behind them, Mr. Marston.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Ain't that hard, is it?
This way. We need to take them out to the pasture. Yeah.
Let's go.
Meu Deus. Sou horrível na direção com vaca.
He's just showing off now.
Like that.
Nail it down.
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Go!
Nossa senhora, tem que guiar tudo isso de vaca agora.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Come on!
That's a big herd for your first time. Boy.
Acho que eu consegui.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Whoa.
Come on!
Surgiu mais uma missão. Marshall Johnson. Será que é muito? Porque deu 30 minutos já. Eu vou deixar pro próximo vídeo. Nós continuamos no próximo vídeo, galera. Muito obrigado por você estar assistindo. Valeu e falou!